Hey everyone, Josh here at House Guitars, back in my shop, Goderich, Ontario, Canada. Time for another update video for the custom OM that will be going to Paramount Guitars in just a short time. And I've made some really good progress on the guitar here. I didn't really think to stop and shoot another video in the meantime, but what you see here is the completed guitar as far as the woodworking aspect goes before finishing. And I think in the last video the top wasn't on yet. I was still finishing up some bracing and closing that up. So let's just take a quick look around the body here. At this stage I'm just doing a little bit of final sanding and finish prep before it gets sent out. So the guitar is bound in curly mahogany, and as you can see there's green purfling lines, mitered joints, and that purfling extends all around the top and the back and the sides. Another shot of the beautiful flame box elder rosette. I've only got a handful of blanks left that are this nice for doing rosettes, and hopefully I'll be able to find some more because it is my favorite material for the rosette. Side sound port is now been installed. It's a great feature. If you're not familiar with the side sound port, it lets more sound come up to the player, and it also gives the guitar a more open and full sound out front, so there's really no downside to it, but it does sound different. And the only people I've met that don't like the idea tend to be people who are really into vintage and traditional guitars and just can't get used to the idea of having a hole in the side. But tonally, everyone I've ever had test out a guitar with a side port has loved it. So let's look at the neck, as I don't think I'd showed that in the previous video. So looking at the face of the neck here is a Zuricoti for the head plate, flame box elder for the logo. Again, one of my favorite options there. And a really nice fretboard. Great figure. Okay, I'm just going to pause the video for a second while I flip the guitar around. Oh, one more thing I should show you is that the position markers on this are circle dots, kind of a unique feature, different from traditional mother of pearl. I also like to use vintage style clay dots, which look great, but this is kind of a more modern feature that still blends really well on any guitar. And these are they're metal, and it's cut from aluminum tubing that is then filled in to match the binding. Alright, I'm going to flip the guitar around and we'll take a look at the back of the neck. Alright, so the neck here, this is what I call my 5-piece neck. Mahogany with curly maple laminations to match the binding, but technically this is a 9-piece neck, as there are veneer strips, green to match the purfling on either side, and those are solid strips. They're not just on the surface, but they actually extend right through the neck blank, and you can see that by looking at the end of the headstock. Nice detail there. The curly maple for this guitar, for the neck and the binding, all came from a single piece, so it's a perfect match. And the veneers for the neck and the purfling on the body again came from the same batch, so a perfect match again. Something I like to do as much as possible. And the 5-piece neck looks great, and it is extremely stiff and stable when you put those maple laminations in it. Other than that, just the body, again, shot of the back, and there you have it. So the next video I shoot will, the guitar will have its finish on it and will just about be completed. And again, this is a custom OM, short scale, 24.9. It's a deep body, which means I add an extra 1/4 inch depth to the overall depth of the body. And there you have it. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. There you'll find more behind the scenes shop videos, model overviews, and some other guitar related things. If you're in the US, be sure to visit ParamountGuitars.com. You can talk to Ken Fox. He always has a great selection of my instruments in stock and would be more than happy to walk you through the process of custom ordering your own house guitar. And if you're in Canada or other parts of the world, please visit my website, houseguitars.com, and you can contact me if you have any questions on my instruments. Thanks for watching.